Yes!
Okay,
Which I think is a -3 to all its...
You
All
just
right,
alta-punched the dragon in the
Mark
head,
just showed up.
and then Ukher just stabbed it with a spear.
Mark, this thing has a +20 initiative.
Plus 32
Sorry,
initiative.
+32 initiative.
Oh, it's agile, is it?
This is round one.
Somebody's been
round
reading.
one, and it is scary.
That is
It's
bad
very
news.
scary.
That is bad news.
It is, and it acts twice. Yes. So.
Yes.
it gets a 38 on its saving throw, so it is exhausted for 1 round.
Okay, that's something.
I'll give it a green aura.
Clapping like a child.
So roll Altagar's AOO as it tries to stand up.
Oh, okay.
Please sit down. Please sit down.
Bard Song is not up yet.
Okay, but all the other buffs are up.
All the other buffs are up.
Okay.
Including haste. Of the mythic variety.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right.
Alta Punch!
So it's exhausted. It's exhausted right now.
Yep.
Does that mean?
42?
AC 42 hits.
All right.
Does it get AOs with that?
Being exhausted? No, its strength and dex are low right now.
6
Its AC drops.
By 3.
Yep. And it can't run or charge.
48 points of damage as it gets up.
Oh, that was the wrong thing for it to do.
So
90.
you try to stand up, and it cost you 313 damage. You tried to bite Altagar. That's 40 damage right there.
40 would be 2.
When I say try to bite
298,
Altagar, there's a big hole in my arm now. You might have bit Altagar.
306 damage. Okay, it's bloodied.
Okay.
That was Ukher's turn.
No, it's standing up.
Oh,
Now
that's
it's
right. That's
Ukher's
right.
I will full round attack with haste, and then I'll mythic vital strike it.
It's not going to get to its next turn.
No, I rolled a mythic point to get the initiative up high enough to have it not get its next turn.
Because it's Ukher, Azildan, Altagar. Like it's going to survive that bullshit.
You did. You just did.
Okay, Ukher, you are freedom of movement. You're using the dragon spear. You're already stabbing one of the thing in one of its necks, and it's bubbles are coming out of its mouth.
First attack, AC 50, haste attack.
Oh, don't.
Not a critical fumble. Secondary attack. AC 35, I believe, is a miss.
It is a miss.
With the exhaustion.
Oh yeah, it stood up, so it's got some of its AC back. Give me a second. Its AC is 38 while it's standing. -3 becomes 35, so you hit because of the exhaustion.
Yep.
Wow.
Yay.
2,
And then a hit from the tertiary attack.
3.
Ukher's then going to bite it because biting. Oh no! Don't critical fumble. AC 35 would hit.
Oh no!
Oh
right, yes.
So
Oh,
3d8.
and Midwick is cursed. It's called the Curse of Death. He cannot be healed. Doesn't
Yeah.
restore hit
no.
points through rest, and no
Spells?
positive energy healing works.
Nothing.
Oh shit! Azildan should have got that one. He would have been, no positive
Okay,
energy. Okay.
177 damage. Look.
Enjoy.
83. Oh, it's so hurt. It's so hurt. It's hanging on.
I'll spend a mythic point for an extra standard action, and I'll spend a mythic point to mythic vital strike it.
Okay. You pull the spear out, like you've got it up to your arms. Half the spear it's in its body, and then you pull it out, and you're like, hey, that looks like it might hurt, and you attack it right where its two necks are separating.
AC 51.
And you stab it right where you wanted to stab.
3d8 plus 2d6 plus 47 plus 47 plus 47. Another 166 points of damage.
He stabs it so hard in that node that one of the heads kind of like rips open and falls to the ground dead, and the other one's thrashing around, and 166.
Oh no, now the save versus the curve.
6 is
Good
9.
luck with that.
Good luck with that, buddy.
649 damage.
Ooh.
Dropping it to minus 49.
That's wow. 600 hit points.
Now make your will save as the curse of death is upon thee.
Lemmy looks up at the sky or wherever the sky would be and be like, "Do you like the show?"
Please, I don't want to save. Oh, sorry, I want to save. It's not I don't want to save. 1d20 plus 12, plus
DC
3
29.
for raging, minus 1 for my mutagen, plus 3 for good hope. What's DC?
29.
Natural 20!
Okay, so
I've already taken one
there's
stupid curse.
a swirl that ends up kind of swirling around your spear instead, and you kind of shake it off, and it... Yes.
I got the big half!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were two gods walking down some godly hallway, and they just sort of paused for a moment, and they glanced down and looked at each other, and then kept on moving.
Huh. They're walking by, and there was some like little news ticker going across. Like there's a big news story and another news story, and then there's a little thing that like lines across the bottom.
Ukher literally just.
You haven't fought with them in a long time, and they've progressed quite far. You guys have a dizzying array of spells that you cast on yourselves. You use scrying to find out where this creature sleeps, and just basically appeared in front of it and killed it in its lair. I'm going to continue on with initiative pips because there might be other things going on. But we didn't even make it past the first character's actions.
I will.
Linnorms don't last 6 seconds with this party.
Ukher will use his extra move action
From the Mythic Haste?
from the Mythic Haste to pick up the linnorm corpse.
Alright, so you take ownership of the linnorm corpse. You're kind of like effectively carrying it.
Hey,
this thing only
what about
weighs 32,000 pounds.
Okay.
What about the treasure?
Yeah, we're good.
Azildan, what are you doing? You know that up in the trees, if you weren't here...
I saw the
Okay.
previous picture,
Okay.
yes.
You know that there are a lot of water trolls kind of sleeping or hanging out in the trees.
Are they a threat to the people, or are there people nearby?
What you gathered from your scrying was, and then what Lokrik said is that because the dragon has laired in this part of the lake, people like have moved their settlements away, and they avoid that lake, which has allowed these scrags to populate.
They're raising a scrag army at some level.
Well, that's not acceptable.
You don't see any of them. Like your dark vision is how far? 60 feet?
120.
Oh, you see them. There are at least 6 of them up in the trees that may notice the party. They're about 60, 70 feet up.
Okay. Azildan, he's got the Mythic Haste.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a move to fly up.
Okay, so if you use a single move, you're 30 feet up. Well, no, wait. What's your move
He's
rate?
mythic hasted, so he's got 110-foot flying speed.
A single move action through the water.
110 feet.
No, it's twice the cost to move up, to ascend and fly.
So 55
Gravity.
feet
Yeah,
up.
so basically you're at level with these trolls. They're now looking at you like they're blinking, kind of blinking awake. Like they're not too sure what happened down below. They might have heard the dragon roar, and then
It's 15 feet away from you.
Okay. He'll cast. Someone's been keeping track of his spells. I hope.
I gave you divine power. And,
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he would have used that.
and then most of the other spells, I assumed that you could have got the fly and stuff, but they were coming. I just took them off on Donovan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
your token is full of spells right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so he'll full round of No, he'll start off. He doesn't cast a spell. Wants to Cagnazzo to know he appreciates.
Well, that was one of the questions: is do you cast spells in front of the other people's?
Well,
answers?
I'm casting them now and
Okay.
outside the water, I guess. Well, away from you anyway.
Yeah, you're still in the water, like it's a very deep lake, and these trolls are just sort of hanging out like they're aquatic. You know that they're underwater.
So he casts harm.
Cool.
Okay, so this blackened energy comes rising out of your hand. It is sort of running around your fingers and through your fingers. And while he was casting a spell, the brand flared up like it was warm.
Okay. And then he goes to touch that guy.
Yep. It is flat-footed. It doesn't take its AOO.
Plus 12. Oh, plus other things. So I'm assuming 30 hits.
Yes, it does.
All right. So will save.
My
DC
Scrag has
26.
has a +3 on their will save.
Okay, DC 26.
It rolls a 15.
All right. He takes 130 points of damage.
All right, and then it leaves him with 1d4 hit points. Is that how it works?
I guess
It leaves him with 1 hit point. If he has less than, that's where the
Cannot reduce
spell
cannot reduce the target's hit point to less than 1. Okay, so basically it now has 1 hit point, which means it took 62 damage, which means it now needs to make another Fortitude save or just die outright.
Okay.
Plus 11 on its save. It succeeds, so this Scrag is at 1 hit point.
And he'll spend a mythic point for a standard action.
Okay.
And
You touch the thing and its skin turns black and it's clutching its
and he's
chest.
gonna channel negative energy.
This blackened energy comes out of the pale archer, encompassing all the trolls that are on that.
Yep.
And then 30 feet away, just misses the cluster of trolls in the other one.
21 damage, save for half. Not a hard save, really. Well, plus 3, so DC 15, I believe. Yes.
It'll be 10
Yeah.
plus half your cleric level,
Half your level
plus
your
charisma modifier.
In my case, minus my charisma modifier, so 15.
Got it. And this is will?
Will, yeah.
The one that you injured failed,
No, then it's dead.
and the one other fail and one made it. So 21 damage drops it to -20. Its con is 23.
Oh, you bastard!
So it's at -20 right
Jenny
now.
bastard.
Yep. It falls unconscious. And then the other two, I rolled the one in the back. It took the full 21 damage, and the other one takes 10, and they're now awake. Alright, that was Azildan showing his new tricks. There was definite spellcraft check DC 20, maybe a knowledge religion DC 20 to kind of know what happened.
Okay. Ukher.
Auto.
Yeah, they both auto make it.
So you understood that he channeled negative energy, and then the DC to know what spell initially he cast would have been 15 plus double spell level, so
21.
27.
27, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to actually roll on that. Oh. He's just going through an emo phase. He'll grow out of it.
Cagnazzo, it feels good to let the energy out. You've been kind of like not using
Bottling
it since.
it.
Yeah, you've been bottling it. It feels right.
So here's the question. Do we want him cutting himself in his attic listening to Marilyn Manson all day? Or do we want him to at least go outside and pick some stupid fight?
Altagar.
Altagar. I guess we ain't done. Alright. He'll fly up, same thing.
This troll's trying to get away from the tree, and then Altagar's in his face.
In his stance. And he...
You got airwalk and freedom of movement underwater, so...
Yeah, so he just charges him.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend a key point for. No, he's not spending a key point. He's just going to beat this thing till he doesn't need to. I don't think. That's.
This thing's AC is 16, flat-footed is 14.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll a bunch of d20s.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
So.
How many hit points do they have?
60.
3 punches.
Okay. So, yeah, he kills it.
Well, how much damage approximately per?
40 something.
Minimum 150 with just the bonuses. Oh, sorry, closer to 200 with all our buffs.
Okay. So the thing is a regener, but what is it, like double its hit points and it's pretty much dead kind of thing? Like in the negatives?
That's the rule I've always used.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. Altogar makes sure it's dead by removing its spine and slamming it
So
into
plus its
another one.
con, the amount of just physical mayhem that you need to do to this thing to outright kill it without having the anti-regen is 106 plus its con, so 126 plus 23, so 129, 149 damage to just basically rip it to shreds.
Oh, okie doke.
And you did how much?
Minimum to more than 200 minimum.
Okay, so you full round a troll to death by pulling its arms out of its socket.
He Wookiee the troll.
And it sort of sticks your fist right in its face, and you can feel it trying to regen. You just dig your fist in a little bit more, and it's now fish bits.
Yep.
Midwick.
Midwick, how far away is are these guys above us? 60 feet?
Yeah, they're 60 feet up and then 45 feet over. So about
16, 45.
70, 80 feet away.
So if I was to shoot,
From here, it would be -2 every 5 feet. So you're at -16.
he's going to move up 80 feet?
Yep.
No, we have expeditious retreat. So we
You
move
got,
up
you got
to
mythic haste.
Mythic Haste. So 50, 50. So 100. So he'll go up 50. Or 40.
Okay. So now you're
How
moving
close?
right
Oh,
up to it.
whoa. Well, no, I'm
It's
still
up the
20
tree.
feet.
Yeah.
It's another
I'm
50
still-
feet up.
I'm another 20 feet away from it. Because I moved, it said it's 70 feet. I moved 40, say 40 or 50.
Okay.
He mostly moved up and is now level with it, I think.
Got it.
what he's
So
trying to
it
say.
is 25 feet away, which means it's 5 minus 10 to your attacks.
Cool. Now let's full round these things.
Its flat-footed touch AC is 9.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Bang,
The
bang,
bullets
bang,
just
bang, bang,
zipping
bang.
through the water.
Okay, so...
So I think it
let's
was
do-
approximately 140 damage you need to do to just kill the troll outright without doing any acid damage to it.
Just roll 20s, d20s.
And ironically, the old style guns are better for this than the new guns.
Alright. So how many? Rapid shot.
Big slow projectile doesn't shatter when it hits the water. New
Oh.
projectiles, they're so fast and light
Got
that
it.
they just hit the
They
water and
skip.
explode.
Rapid. Mythic rapid. Haste. Da, 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 da.
Like
And
3
then
feet of water will protect you from
Swift.
any sort of normal rifle.
Mythic. 1, 2, Swift. 1,
It's like
2, 3.
18
So
feet
it's just
from a musket.
it's 10. 1d20 plus 10. That was.
So go into your swimming pool and hold your breath, is what you're saying?
Yeah, all the action movies
Oh,
where
you've
they jump
gotta
underwater and
be
shooting
kidding me.
like
Look at
AKs
how many
at them.
ones.
That's actually not insane.
I have 2 1s. 1d20. 1d20. Okay, so 8 attacks.
All right.
I'll keep shooting 1 until he dies. Then I'll switch to the guy next to him.
It's 64 damage to knock him out, 140 just to rip it to pieces.
64 and then 140. That sucks balls. Alright, let's just do it the other way. So it's a d6 plus 20. Let's knock him out first. d6 plus 20, I'll knock all 3 of them out.
Okay.
8. Let's see how many. 1d6 plus 20. So 1, 2, 3. Oh crap. 2. So 47. 70. That one's out.
Yep.
I said 67. I think it'll probably regenerate. I put 4 shots into it. So 22, 67, 70, 80, 92. And then I'll do the second one. 21, 44, 66.
It's out.
87.
Oh, you're
There we go.
just attacking.
I put
yeah.
4 and 4.
Got it.
Let them be out for a while.
Okay. So
Somebody else gets.
Midwick firing with his 2 guns underwater. Looks pretty cool, if you can picture it.
And then reload.
And he's reloading underwater. Donovan. They're so violent. Your companions are just so violent.
Huh.
You should take them home to Mythloros.
Or I should bring the well. There's some ethereal. If I teach them to to kill ethereal things, then maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And Lemmy's just addicted to ethereal stuff. So Donovan is going to start up the aquatic bard song of.
Okay, right. What does that grant?
+3s.
All right. The Scrags
and-
finally get to go. And
And then he's going to try a fireball underwater.
right, because that worked the last time, if I recall.
It did not work at all for shits, but this
underwater
time I'm going to do just a
combat.
normal fireball with none of the fancy stuff. We're just going to be a boring ass, lame fireball.
Got it. Which group are you targeting?
I'm going to target the one that Midwick was shooting at.
Okay.
Azzy and
underwater.
Altagar look busy.
Um,
DC 23, I think.
yeah, it's a
Castle.
DC 23 caster level check to get the fireball off.
So we'll try that.
As you blast off a fireball.
I will spend a mythic point, and then I will just say fuck, and it doesn't work. I get a 22.
Okay.
And it's just one of those. He'll sort of shake nonchalantly, like nobody watched me do that, right? Nobody saw
Right, a bunch of warm bubbles, which is not enough to cause the trolls harm. Then the Scrags. Well, they can't quite
good acid spells.
see. So this one is going to come towards Midwick. Swims towards Midwick and will attack with a bite.
Midwick's getting attacked for the first time.
Oh, with a
since his hand
claw.
got
With a
shot
claw.
off.
Yep. He tries to claw Midwick. AC 14.
No.
Like
And
that
then-
laugh there, Marty. That was a.
And then the
that's
male lake troll.
What are you kidding?
It's good sometimes to do this type of thing. Effectively, 5 foot steps over top of the other troll and is going to defend himself. He doesn't. They're stupid. They don't quite understand the level of pain that you brought to the dragon's lair, and he's got crafty ideas of him becoming a favored troll if he kills the intruder. So he attacks Altagar.
It's also good to do this against foes
Nat
that you
20.
don't feel morally obligated to feel
I
bad
am
about
going to
killing.
make him re-roll that.
26.
No, that does not hit.
Okay,
And I'm going to punch him in the face
He
now.
actually tried to claw you, and you just grabbed his hand. And he's going.
Yeah, Altagar's... Yeah, he grabs his hand, and then judo flips him.
You guys are swimming.
Oh, yeah, I can't flip. All right, I just punch him in the face.
Okay.
Punch him in the face with his own fist.
Yes.
While you're hitting yourself.
I got him. And it's AC in the 40s.
Yeah, you are making the troll hit himself. You can hear his
50 points of damage.
50.
Yeah.
He already took 21, so he's at 71. You actually knock him out. And he's got to make a fortitude save against just the sheer butchery.
Scrags are like, not to be too meta, but they're like CR5s?
Yep.
This is the equivalent of you beating up a 5-year-old.
Yes.
As a grown male adult. You just taking a 5-year-old and smacking him around.
But you understand why I just spent in the mythic points so the 5-year-old couldn't hit me, right?
because it's embarrassing.
That's right.
You get one of the shot right in the balls.
He was going for the balls. He didn't know his own aim. So no, he doesn't die outright from the shock, the system shock. Druskog-Og is exhaustion for 1 round. He is dead. I'm removing him from the initiative.
Dead typically supersedes exhaustion.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy of conditions.
Yeah.
To see what condition your condition is in. Ukher.
Ukher is going to carry his trophy over to his other trophy and then figure out how we pick up the boat.
If he can carry both. Yeah, the funerary ship is kind of like a big glorified
it looks
canoe.
like it's too small to put the it won't hold the linnorm. It doesn't look like
No,
that.
but it'll hold all the
boat on the
little
linnorm.
bits of treasure that have been strewn around the bottom here.
So Ukher's going to come over here with his extra move action, and then he's going to take a move action over here, come to sort of the front of the boat. He's going to drag it over toward the other. He's going to grab it and start dragging it.
Let me tell you.
I won't withdraw. That is now the indentation of where the boat is. You've got this funerary ship. The wood is pretty soft. Like you have to probably be careful with it. Your fingers kind of go into it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me. Sorry.
All right. I know I don't do much, but
Look at the list of spells.
no, but still.
I can't even read it. I got to scroll way the hell out.
So we said there's a ton of trolls out there.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of trolls.
there might be more of them in the trees. The 6 that were here were the ones that were lairing or like sleeping close to where the dragon slept.
Yes. Should I bring the others here so we can finish them off? Waiting for a response.
You are in a kind of like an acidy cloud right now. Just as a reminder.
I believe the trolls they are planning an army to wage havoc and kill stuff. They're not goodly.
All right, he'll start summoning.
Okay.
Let's see what I'll tell you what circle in a second here.
So you guys are going to basically try to attract the trolls to you and butcher them as they come?
Yeah. Yep.
How many bullets does Midwick have?
He has infinite bullets.
Right, for 3 minutes at a time.
And then he does it again.
Altagar's
per
got
3
an
minutes.
infinite number of attacks of opportunity.
Okay. So there is a scene that I will describe as a few more trolls show up, and a few more trolls show up, and then there are spells being cast. Eventually Donovan gets off a fireball underground, which only gets more trolls to arrive. The fighting is fierce. Want to make a fortitude save?
Everyone?
Yep. Just roll a d20.
Oh, because of all the blood?
Well, no, there's a chance that somebody gets hurt. So Donovan is good. Ukher rolls a 4. Ukher's not participating in the mass slaughter of ascension species.
Okay.
Azildan gets 21.
Midwick?
He is collecting treasure. Like he's
Midwick's 20.
he's not
like,
stopping
ooh.
them. He's just
21
If a
and
troll
22.
comes up and attacks
Let me
you,
rolls a 4.
are you defending yourself?
Let me rolls a 4.
yeah. If a troll tries to go bite my
Okay.
face or whatever. then-
Yeah, there were a few of them that were actually in the muck. And as you were
Yeah.
picking up treasure, you're like, oh, that's a troll. And it's like, and it tries to attack
it will
you.
mostly be CMB stuff where you like kick him into the muck or.
Got
you
it.
know. Yeah.
Are you guys going to rest, or are you going to keep on fighting until no more trolls come?
No more trolls.
Just keep doing this. Just get rid of the
The
trolls.
water is just blood red. By the time...
Got this life bubble thing.
Yep. How long does life bubble last?
Hours.
Hours. Give me a second. I will check. I exactly use.
I think it's 2 hours.
Life bubble is 2 hours per caster level, split up equally amongst the creatures.
No,
so
4
it'd be
hours.
26 hours split
4
up
hours
amongst
each.
Okay.
everybody.
You fight until dawn, and you know you've got about an hour after dawn before your spell runs out. The numbers that you are kind of arguing over later on is there are probably about 120 scrags that came down through the lake in droves. First a few at a time, and then a big mob came, and by the time that mob you're in the middle of fighting, another one showed up. They were disorganized and not quite expecting you guys to arrive this way. This may have been a much different fight. Should you have, come by a boat and tried to swim down and,
Yeah.
Go through the army of crags, and
Yep.
then get a linnorm coming in behind.
Ukher's happy. He's only killed 3 of them. 3 of them that, he tried to pick up or, that were right in his face as he was trying to collect the treasure. Azildan caught glimpses of smaller trolls amongst them, and they also came to attack. Like, even their young were hostile.
Vicious.
Yeah. Man-sized troll things coming to try to nibble at you. They weren't as hard to put down. Ukher, luckily, I guess wasn't confronted by any of those. Didn't have to make a choice.
Thank you.
Donovan spent the fight doing what?
Donovan
Trying to
spent-
keep from fainting.
oh no! Donovan basically went really defensive over, like, he stopped casting any sort of offensive spells and started doing like wall of force types, like anything to protect, or
funneling
or-
them and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
What about Lemio? Lemio, what were you summoning to help in this battle?
Like dolphins and
Sharks.
things like sharks.
Big sharks. Great big giant shark!
Really
Summon
big
stuff.
sharks that shouldn't be in this lake. Yeah, there was just the blood. When finally the morning dawn crests and the last trolls are twitching before you in this bloody mess that is the night of the bloody troll. You collect up Druskog-Og's things. You have his 2-headed corpse, which leaves only but 1 linnorm left as components for the crown.
Let's go make a deposit.
1 linnorm left who guards away onto Yggdrasil into Hell's domain. You return to Dvergholm with your ill-gotten goods after depositing the dragon of the sunken forest, Druskog-Og, at Volsunsaga. Morfar, he's actually in the palace, kind of just overlooking the corpses of the linnorms.
Is there a space cleared for the next one?
Yes.
Or this time they finally
the
figured
people
out that.
listen to you, and there are signs that actually people have been coming to look at the linnorms. Now this is early in the morning when you guys arrive. There's nobody there. There are a couple of guards that are looking kind of cold, just in the regular spring drizzle. Their backs stiffen when you guys approach. Oh, yeah, when you appear with this huge dragon body. Oh yeah, the news of your dragon slaying is spreading.
We showed up. We went to the most populous city that we know of.
Yep.
And in the middle of the city, we're going, dragon.
Where King Trudd failed,
Yep.
your victory took only but a day, including all the scrying you did ahead of time.
Well, they don't need to know about that. We used our powerful magics to track it down,
Yep.
and then we beat its ass. That's how the story
seven
goes.
times,
And you surprised it in its lair.
430 levels of
Perhaps
spell.
Perhaps yours will be the tales told around the campfire when the world is anew, post-Ragnarok. Maybe your names will be the names of heroes, like Hercules and Pericles, Gilgamesh.
And Lemmiles. What was his name? Oh,
Lemicles.
nice. Lemmiles.
Perhaps.
And that guy who stole stuff.
The
Crap.
Lokrik was making
Crap.
a reference. Lemmy's
You
cousin
know
or
that you know how come the stories always like the guy went for the thing and then it wasn't there and he died.
Yeah.
There's lots. That's how he's in the stories. He's just in the stories, and then this guy died because his sword was missing.
something. Lemmy's like, I know that guy.
Here's a good place to leave it before we go to the next linnorm or wherever it is that you guys are going to go.
What is the frozen axe?
Yes, I will paste some of the treasures that are in here. Of course, they have to be sorted and that sort of thing. But Lokrik is pretty good at his job. The funerary ship contains King's Mail, a +3 glamoured light fortification full plate.
Shit's awesome.
The King's Blade is a +3 keen longsword, Voslendic style, means it's +3 to confirm critical hits, and it's ornate. The King's Cloak is a Cloak of Resistance +3 and Cape of the Mountebank in it.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Felon the Mage. Felon's Diadem is a headband of vast intelligence +4 with a praise and use magic device in it.
Those are good.
Felon's Staff of Fire and Flame is a +1 flaming on one end and a masterwork staff on the other end. It sheds light as a continual torch, and is a staff of fire. Also, it's a Rod of Lesser in Power spell that affects only fire descriptor spells.
I have fire descriptor spells.
It may be used on spells cast normally by the wielder or spells from the staff. There's a handy haversack. There's a Pearl of Power, 3rd level. Felon's Rod of Alarm, 3 per day, caster level 8, alarm spell. A few thousand gold pieces worth of diamonds, a little bit of spell components. Felon's Spellbook, you learn, goes all the way up to 8 circle spells. His 8 circle spells are Mind Blank and Polar Ray.
Ooh, does he have any of the powerful polymorphs?
Don't know. You'll have to look at it. I will paste.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Candle of Invocation, neutral good. It is something that Lemmy should look at. No, like I mean, go look at this item right now.
What's it called?
Candle of Invocation.
They're very, very powerful. Just like one single shot item that let you prep domain stuff, or is that the increased cash level on all your spells prepped under its light? Is that the one?
Cleric's alignment matches the candle's operation as if 2 levels higher for purpose of determining spells per day. If he burns the candle just during or prior to his spell preparation, he can cast spells normally unavailable to him as if he were at that higher level. What? But so long as the candle continues to burn. The candle burns for 4 hours. It is possible to extinguish a candle by simply blowing it out, so users place it in a lantern and that sort of thing. In addition, the burning candle also allows the owner to cast Gate Spell, the respondent being of the same alignment as the candle, but the taper immediately consumed in the process.
Okay.
And characters of the same alignment as the burning candle gain a +2 morale bonus to attack roll, saving throws, skill checks when they're within 30 feet of the flame.
That's awesome.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's
so it is a brand new shiny Candle of Evocation that will work for neutral good characters. Yeah.
Is there any neutral good person we just want to gank out of a plane?
What's the duration?
Funny.
What's the duration of this thing's burn? It'll last for 4 hours.
Yeah. So you can.
But we can make more of these things
if you have the
17th caster level, craft wondrous item, and the right alignment.
The axe is a +3 frost dwarven war axe called the Winter Doll.
Nice.
There is something called the Whip of Blades. It's a +1 shock bladed whip that once per day you can cast Wind Wall.
That's stylish.
There's a Wand of Water Walking. There are 10 various +1 axes and swords. There is a greater slaying arrow for dragons.
Yeah.
Any
Might want that.
bullets?
There's something called the Swimmer's Belt, a +4 competence bonus on swim checks, and allows the wearer to take 10 on swim checks.
Taking 10 is cheating.
And I will paste Druskog-Og's horde, including a lot of diamonds.
Druskog-Og.
Actually, he's got.
I feel so good about how we did these two, because we did them in like style. We did this with style. It was stylish.
Yeah, the norms
Was
are
it
like,
the most
"Did you
efficient
hear
way to
about
do
those
them?
guys?"
Maybe no, but it was stylish.
Now the norms are going, did you hear about those guys? Uh-huh.
Which Linnorms? The one Linnorm?
The one the Norm remaining who's gonna have like a shade army waiting for us.
Okay, so it is now pasted in loot near the top.
Nice.
Um,
I will drool over it over the week during the meetings that are less than
Yep.
entertaining.
and then the other ridiculous thing is we need to figure out XP. So we should do that now before I forget.
I think we got a mythic.
I will
somewhere here?
I'll figure out the trials. Yes, there was a mythic.
Well, it might be a way to, because I am somewhat concerned that we might have blasted too quickly through levels in
Without
something,
getting mythic
and
abilities.
then it never like not necessarily without getting mythic abilities, but without
Mythicking.
right, but
Without trialing.
without trialing.
Oh, I see. If this is a mythic trial, then he was worth no XP, is what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah.
And I am cool with this.
Well, yeah, the other dragon is worth a ton of XP too. So I need to go to the campaign sheet. We'll make this a mythic trial, and then we need a. What should tonight be called?
Cleansing?
No, it needs to be something like
Linnorm no more.
I like that.
special delivery.
Who did you say that you were, or was there something with a Azildan scene?
Oh, I was saying I was at the Surtr's girlfriend, Surtr's girlfriend, like Sinrea or something like that.
That's way up in the chat.
Cinderella.
No, it's not Cinderella. If I type in Muspelheim,
Muspelheim.
Sinmara.
Sinmara.
What do you call it when it's like a dupe or a
Tricks and traps.
like Sinmara's Gambit, or
Gambit?
something like
Sinmara's Gambit. Yeah. The Sinmara Gambit.
The Sinmara Gambit. Yep.
So here's what you do. You go to the edge of their house, and then you pretend that you're some greater deity. Could be a general, could be a god. And you yell, "Get out of the house!" because I said so.
Okay, boss.
All right. The Tarn Linnorm, I think, is CR 21.
Holy shit.
Druskog-Og was CR 20 before I added the mythic template to him. Yeah, Tarn Linnorm is CR 20, and then the Tor Linnorm, sorry, is 21.
Tor.
Yep. So that is significant amount of XP.
This is why. Like,
I will
feel
give you.
good.
I will
I
give
spent
you
6 mythic points to get that series of rolls off.
Yep. I'll give you 6 CR5s because you actually fought those trolls, and I'll give you 1 CR, 1 less than your level, for
the
solving.
horde.
Yeah, it's for solving part of the troll horde problem.
We eliminated one of the armies that would have been in the battle.
Yeah.
And then there were 2 fire elementals that you engaged with.
There's 2 that we destroyed and 1 that we fought.
Oh right,
Or was it?
you cut them off and then you left. So I'm going to give you 2 for the XP for that, and I'll give you a CR5 for an effective use of your. Oh no, it's a 6th level spell, right? Wall of Force 5, 6.
Wall of Force is on my list of stuff I cast with Mythic. Give me a second. Wall of Force is a 5th for most people.
Okay, and then having a high level caster cast spells at you and you run away, you'll get running away XP. I'll give you a CR.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Weird. We want to leave now.
You guys are really afraid of the
Well,
of the
thought it
mythic
was
spellcaster.
A Mythic spellcaster showed up and cast a couple of spells at us. Yeah, that was no good.
I really liked her flyby attack in the lava. It was kind of like,
oh, it was so smart. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's what I would do. The one thing I might have added to it would be like a quicken spell, just to be a pain in the dick, just like a quicken scorching ray to go.
Son of a bitch.
You know.
yep.
It's good.
And then there was some good role playing. The commune spell. That's a CR5, right, Mark?
Yes.
Yeah,
So.
I really like that scene, and I'm just going to give you some good role playing. Your level in XP for role playing. So. Yeah, that was a 75,000 XP night. 76,000 if I rounded the nearest.
Holy crap.
It's not as big as this week on Ragnarok. That was 84,000 XP. The night when you killed all the pit fiends and everything. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
last game was 55. Yeah, there have been some really big chunks that have come out. And let me just see how you guys are compared to your 14th
Because we showed up with a lot of man meat. Although some of us are fragile. You don't know how hard I'm wishing when we're rolling. Who's getting attacked? Donovan and Lemmy are like, please not me, please not me.
Please not me.
Please not me.
Yeah, I think that's basically going to be the thing for the rest of the campaign, right? Midwick has got a pretty good AC. Like, he's hiding behind his full
Midwick
plate
is hard
and
to
small
hit
and dexterous.
He's
and
got full plate on and
fighter.
Lots of potions.
Donovan and Lemmy are like, my AC is 23. Is that good?
Yeah.
Lokrik helped out,
Ouch.
so I am dividing by 7 still, because there's 6 of you, and then a king that is actively involved in helping you do things and sorting your treasure and
selling our treasure.
Yeah, so
We made it. He was bait. He showed up and he was bait.
I'll be king bait. It's like, what the hell?
Sure. And then we killed it before he got down the stairs.
Poor Lokrik.
So, yeah, at the end of this fight, Altagar's like, I'm not telling Lokrik about this. He will be so mad we killed this many trolls without him.
Okay, so you guys are just a few hundred above 930,000 XP, and you need for level
1,000,000 something.
No.
997,000. So
Yeah.
60,000.
another 60,000, 67,000 or so. So it'll be another couple of games like this. You know that there's at least one more linnorm out there, depending on how you deal with it. Morfar did ask you to talk to him before going there, but
Yep. We'll talk to Morfar.
yeah. So this was a fun night. Kind of a dragon romp, and there was a bit of adrenaline and some good role playing.
When we showed up, and it's like, oh, it's got a plus 32 on its initiative, and we're rolling, and we're like, oh, look, it's going twice before any of us go. Oh, this could be bad.
Oh, that's a bad day. That is a bad day.
It turned out all right, but yeah, there was some
rolled a bunch
tension.
of mythic points to get our initiatives over its second initiative roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should have used its single mythic point to add a d6 to his initiative.
He should have just to fart on me, because it's just like, oh, you did that, okay, I'll bump it up.
Oh.
It's like, oh man,
I was saving it for a saving throw or something, but apparently, so I have this feeling that we've now cusped into a different portion of the campaign where we don't need to run those really long fights with lots of Gumbies.
The Gumbies will fall.
Yep. And now you've kind of shown me, oh shit, there are a lot of enemies out there that are not safe.
right, it's the whole,
Hopefully you've proven to yourselves that you are quite capable of taking on very big challenges, because now
we just have to prepare.
If you recall, in the first 4 games of the campaign and then the 2 games of the backstory, there are some big challenges out there. It would be interesting to see which one you go after first.
It's really funny because I was just thinking about Ukher's backstory for a moment, and I learned how to kill one thing super dead. Hey, you, one thing, you're super dead. I've got some fucking swarm template demon thing that I need to deal with when I get home.
Right?
I got you, leech. 600 damage. Oh, damn, there's another million of them.
I didn't learn the right trick, but I brought my buddies who might do
One of you's got to be able to do this.
Oh yeah, I can't wait until you guys start picking off or going to the other places to start picking off some of those things.
I still want to steal an Empire of Man's boat, like a big ass ship with guns on it. To be Caravel. I just want to take one. It should take like 10 minutes. We just need to be able to get there. I pick one up. I teleport away with. I turn it upside down to shake out any people that are inside.
Yep.
You don't want to come along. Trust me.
Yeah. You're effectively 3rd level in an epic campaign right now. Like you're on your road to trying to become epic. Is the way I'm looking at you guys.
Yeah. You can really see where foes, because we fought very serious foes that didn't have mythic powers, and the addition of the mythic powers, which is giving you some extra actions on your turns and increasing your initiative by a little bit,
bloody deadly.
Makes it so that a 20th level creature with 1 rank of mythic is far scarier than a 20th level creature without it, or a 22nd, 23rd level creature without that 1 level of mythic.
The mythic isn't adding a level of power. It's adding. It's as if you're adding a second character.
That's why you always have to be careful and be almost like
never
lawyery about economy of action. For whatever game and system you're in, you gotta manage the economy of action. You can't do too many actions.
Yeah,
and then Mythic breaks that open, kind of cracks it open, and allows you to do all these extra things. It does make for a quicker fight, which I think might be good for streaming, but that's kind of another thought.
I like Ukher. This thing I like Ukher. I like Donovan. They're 2 very different characters, but it's against both of those linnorms, I didn't use all my actions before they died. They died before I got done my actions.
I'm happy to see Azildan back in action. It's going to be really
that
neat
is
to have
good too, because
Azildan
I
around.
was a salty Susan last week where I'm like, I just made my character champion this bullshit, and he's sitting in a fucking shack killing hobos.
No, he needed to have a crucial conversation like, wait a second, I'm owned by someone else, right? So there needed to be that checking in with Cagnazzo.
And check in with home office before I could do any field work.
I'm waiting for the memo.
Speaking of which, before I forget, because I might forget before next game, Azildan will take a scale off of the linnorm.
Yes.
They just killed, and make an offering to Cagnazzo.
Okay.
On his own.
Yeah.
in front of everyone.
So Cagnazzo, you don't really feel like pleased or like you don't feel a direct connection with him, but you know that keeping these trophies as proof of your kills is something that the Duke was talking about.
Yeah.
So maybe a little section in your character sheet or in its entire new page,
trophies.
like Azildan's trophies.
No, the Pale Archer. The Pale Archer's
Oh, the
trophy.
Pale Archer's trophies. That's nice.
I'm going to be gone for
Ever.
2 weeks, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm actually, so the next game is 24, then 1. I'm actually back on the 8th, so I'm missing 2 weeks.
Do you want me to have Lemmy go off by himself to go visit the druids, and then?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it requires. It's gonna be weird for him to bring an army of dudes. It's more a diplomatic to show up on his own. It's like, hey, I'm Lemmy. I'm druid of druids.
Got it. So I think what I'll do is I'll do a quick write-up, or I will do a scene where I describe the interactions with the druids, or
unless the other guys want to be there for it. It's up to you
To
guys.
visit
But I
Melbourne?
think it's. the reason Lemmy wants to go there, it's like, okay, make nice, be polite. There's gonna be a war coming. I need to get to the tree. Excuse me. That's why Lemmy's getting there.
Because
He
you have,
wants to see
you
what
have
it looks like.
teleporters, right? Between Azildan and Donovan, your party without Lemmy can get around. Now, what they are missing is healing.
Yeah.
Azildan doesn't spontaneously cast cure spells.
Right.
Now, Marty.
Donovan is a secondary healer through Bard. So we'll make it work.
Yep.
Ukher can heal.
Yeah. Because
Azildan does have enough spells he can spare some.
Azildan can heal, and Donovan can heal. So we've got everybody except for Altagar, who he's Altagar. He alta punches things.
And then Midwick, Lokrik would probably at some point after you, like while you guys are selling your treasure hoard, you still have to deal with the Karn, linnorm, and that sort of thing. So you'll stick around for that. Lemmy will too. Yeah, Lokrik is going to ask you about. Weapons.
So this is a question I wanted to ask you. Is that hold on. There we go. I've got from my skills, craft guns. I don't have craft siege weapons. Right? So can I like when we level, can I just put points into that?
Yep.
And then build it start building for him?
We could say at night you were sketching out the math to figure out how to build bombards and cannons and that sort of thing.
All right. Well, I know how to make a gun. It's gonna make the sides bigger so it doesn't crack. I'm doing the math to figure out how much pressure and.
But is Midwick willing to teach Dvergholm about guns?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's fine with that because he kind of.
What level of guns? The early firearms, kind of musket, or are you?
Yeah, he's not giving him the revolvers. He's not giving him the revolvers. That's. He realizes that's probably not a good thing for everyone to have. Just me.
No, that's very.
Yes.
It's good to know. It's good to know. Okay, so your characters might be doing stuff while the others are doing stuff. I think Lemio wants to go to see the Karn linnorm, so we might have to run him.
So what Lemio wants? So this is the thing. Lemio wants to get to Nalburn and go through Yig and go up to see how far and how much damage is there.
Got it.
He's not even sure if that connection to Yig is still there because he doesn't know what happens to that part of the branch once it's cut.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna fall somewhere or is it still hanging there magically? Like he has no idea. This is something that's.
There's a gravity surface on Yig. It's not a point mass that sort of creates gravity.
Right, it's
which
a surface.
makes all the everything you think about how stuff works is all fucking weird because it's a surface of gravity. It's like spaceships in Star Trek, where no, down is down, and every place has a down, and this down doesn't need to match that down.
It's all relative
because fucking we have grav plating, so that's how it works now.
So basically, the plan, Marty, is he goes to Yig from Nalburn. If it's there, and if it is, he'll try to go back up to see how far it's damaged, start healing, and then teleport to an upper part and come down and see how much he's got to heal on the other side, and start to make like a.
Got it. Okay.
Start to figure out how long it'll take.
I think that's good. If you think of anything else, just send an email, and we will play next weekend. I think this is a good place to leave it. This has been DieDragonDie Presents the Legends campaign. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Peace.
That was fantastic.
Call
Awesome,
the
guys.
dragons!
Call the dragons!
Call them! Dragons hard!